I posted a question on social media before where I asked, why is it that car parts don't go down in value the same way the car goes down in value? And it got me thinking, well, there's a reason for that, and that's because car companies need maintenance and repairs to cars to be expensive. Well, the reason they needed to be expensive is because they needed to get to a certain point where it's so expensive to fix that it just makes more sense to go buy a new car. You see, the real money is not in selling people products. The real money is in return customers, continuing to sell people products. That's where the real money lies. So you make your product good enough so that people go out and buy it, but not good enough so that it lasts as long as you want it to, which is what it should do. So it got me to thinking, because I just got a car recently, and I did some of the repair and maintenance myself. Nothing big. A few sensors changed here and there, brakes, oil change, nothing major. If it is something major, it's something I don't have tools for, something I don't understand, I will go to a mechanic, which makes it even more expensive, because not only do you pay for the parts, but you're then paying for someone else to do the labor. And sometimes they don't even fix what's actually wrong with the car. So maintenance and repairs to cars become, well, it's expensive. It's very expensive, but that's on purpose, because like I said, car companies need you to keep going back to buy new cars. Imagine if you could buy a car and the car lasted as long as you wanted it to. Better yet, imagine if companies had to stand behind their products, point blank and period. But that's not what happens. What happens is they make it more expensive. Not only do they make it more expensive, but a lot of car companies now are making it harder for people to work on their cars. Not just me, but independent mechanics. And you can go around and ask your mechanic. They make cars harder to work on purpose. Things that are easily accessible in other cars that you could just swap in and out parts, they deliberately bury, so that you have to take apart other parts of the car to get to that part of the car. That is done on purpose, because it becomes so expensive that you just go, screw it, I'll buy a new car. That's the scam. That's the scam. And the thing is that, well, you're going to say, well, why would people keep buying pieces of junk from a company that, well, here's the thing. You go from one car company to another, and they're pretty much the same car company. Toyota is Lexus, Infiniti is Nissan, Honda is Acura. I mean, GM, Chrysler, Dodge, all the same thing. So you're not really you're buying a different car, but it's pretty much the same company. So that's part of the scam. And the insurance companies, they also need you to buy new cars, because they need a reason for you to pay more in insurance rates on something that's more valuable. Because the truth is, if insurance was honest, your insurance would go down and decrease in value along with your car, just like car parts should. It's all part of the scam. It's so simple. It's right in front of us. We see it. We know it's there, and yet we continue to allow it to happen. And since we're on the subject of cars, I have a quick question for the DMV. Why the hell do I have to continue to register a car that's already registered? Why does you know what? This is a joke. I can't remember where I heard it from. I think it was Married with Children, where his license expired, and he says, why don't marriage license do that also? Why do we have to continue to pay for license except marriage license. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Car companies do this deliberately, and they make it more expensive for you to work on your car. I changed one of the sensors in my car. It literally took me 30 seconds. It was just screw in, take the sensor off, screw it out, screw it back in, connect the sensor. Literally took 30 seconds to do. Now, I'm grateful it wasn't one of those sensors that you have to reprogram. Then you have to go to somebody who reprograms it. That sensor cost me $140 or something like that. And then I would have had to turn around and go to a mechanic so he could charge me $80 for a minute of work. This is all done deliberately. Car parts, car insurance should all lose value with your car as it loses value. That's all I'm saying.